Hello and welcome to the EFL Experience. So, if you don't know, EFL stands for English as a Foreign Language. So, I work as an English language teacher. I get to travel around and meet all sorts of interesting people. One of these people is Mr. Addy right here. I've been working with Addy now for 1 year, and he's a great guy, and wanted him to come on and talk more about Bali, which is where we're currently working. So, would you start with an introduction about yourself?
All right, thank you. Okay, thanks for having me here. I would like to start by saying that I'm the type of person who likes playing badminton, and also I like singing. Okay, I think those two activities are my favorite hobbies to do.
Singing and badminton.
Yep.
Where did the singing obsession start?
I realized that happened when I was a kid. Okay, I start listening to random English songs, and I felt good every single time I listened to those songs. And then I started, singing a random song, even though I didn't know about the lyrics and also some related to it. And I started, scream, and then in my room. And at the time, makes me feel like, this I think like screaming and also singing some songs made me feel like it's feeling good, of course. And until now on, yeah, I like singing.
Which songs did you like the most as a kid, and now as well? What
Uh,
genre, actually, pop or rock?
the first song I heard, I still remember. Okay, when I was a kid, my dad gave me Metallica.
Oh wow,
Yeah, Metallica. It's like a hardcore song, right?
I
And then
love Enter Sandman.
and the
I'm not too much
Sandman.
into metal, but Enter Sandman I really love.
Yeah, and the Sandman is one of the famous songs from Metallica.
Mm.
Okay, lots of people know that, and also Bon Jovi. Okay, and reggae.
Bob Marley and
Yeah, Bob
such.
Marley
Mm.
and Jennifer Lopez. I mean, like my dad likes, collecting English songs,
Mm.
because he also likes to listen to English songs, and my uncles as well. So,
Is that quite a common thing in most Balinese people? Is there much of a Western influence in the music here?
I'm not sure. I know really well, but when I was a kid, I think listening to English songs was really great. It feels like a good way to learn English. When I was a kid, but I didn't even realize it was English. I
Okay.
didn't even realize it was a
Just
foreign language.
yeah.
Just as a kid, I just enjoyed the song and screamed. Okay, I didn't even know the lyrics, the meaning of the lyrics. But now I realize that singing is one of the best thing for me to release all my negative emotions.
Mm.
It's like because the lyrics could represent your feelings at the same time. Yeah.
And what type of stuff do you sing now?
Mostly pop, but I like slow rock songs like
Mm.
Bon Jovi.
Mm.
Okay, Bon Jovi is always, uh, you know, is always good for me to sing.
What's the most famous Bon Jovi song? I forgot now,
Uh,
actually. I used to
it's
know
My
that.
Life,
No, no, the other one.
Bed
Like a
of Roses,
prayer, something.
Living on a
Yeah,
Prayer.
that one,
Living
that
on a
one.
Prayer.
That's a great song. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Living on a
yeah, yeah,
prayer.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I know.
That's my favorite song from his.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love that
Cool.
song. Even though I forgot the name just now. But yeah, I
So
used to
now,
know it
now,
quite
now
well
I realize that we're
back in the day.
old.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the same with movies? Did you consume a lot of American media growing up?
When I was a kid, uh, I have experience with my dad watching movie at the cinema. Okay, my first movie was Spider-Man.
The Tobey Maguire one.
Yeah. The Spider-Man. It's like it was a great movie because I remember that my dad took me to the cinema and he didn't even explain it why, and I didn't even know about what cinema was at the time. And then I was like, oh, I was blown away by the room and everything with a very loud speaker and then a very huge and big screen.
Mm.
And I was really blown away. It's like, wow. And then my dad surprised me with the ticket. Let's watch Spider-Man. I was like, wow, Spider-Man is really good. And I was excited at the time. And I was a kid, and then that was the first experience in my childhood watching, English movie.
Mm.
And then I started watching more English movie with my dad, and then we rent some DVD.
Oh
DVD.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
I used to
DVD.
have a collection of like 300 DVDs
Yes,
growing up.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I watch English movie from Australia, okay,
Mm.
but most of them from the United States, of course.
Mm.
It's like a family movies.
Hollywood.
Yeah, and then yeah, that was a really great experience for me. Yeah.
Wow. I forgot to ask as well, with your singing, do you sing original songs or covers?
I don't have any original song.
Ah, so you're
Yeah.
not much
So
into
I
the songwriting
yes,
aspect.
I sing some songs with my own styles.
Mm.
It's like cover song.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, and I joined some competition as well.
Mm.
So fortunately, yeah, I experienced how it feels like as a winner, of
Oh.
course. But now, the last, I think I miss my moment singing in certain events. It's like wedding.
You missed your
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, I miss my moment because the last time I sang at my friend's wedding, it was 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah, but now I miss that moment.
Ah, okay. So is it a big part of Balinese culture to sing? Because I know it is in the Philippines and Japan. Obviously, they have karaoke. Like, is it a huge part of family life over here?
Uh, when it comes to singing, I think it's about our personal preference. You
Mm.
know, so some people they like singing, of course, and some people they don't like singing. But in Bali, I do realize that most of the teenagers, especially uh, the boys, all right, yeah, they like flying kites. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, that's a seasonal
Yes.
thing, isn't it?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
I don't remember which month it
Exactly.
was, but like you saw kites everywhere.
Yeah,
in that period.
exactly. So
Yeah.
you will see that a lot of people they try to play with a kite. It's like a seasonal event.
Was that something that you were into?
Me personally, I'm not really interested in that activity.
Mm.
Okay, but of course there are some people they are not interested in the activity. But most of the people in Bali, especially the boys, they like playing with the kites.
If you've never been to Bali, then it is quite a fascinating thing to see because you see kites as big as houses, just like flying overhead. You can just
It's
imagine how
really
massive they are.
it's really
With them.
big. They like making big. I mean, like big kites is like it could be 7 meters. It could be more than that. Yeah,
Wow.
so very huge.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of hard work to make as well. Uh, the other hobby you mentioned was badminton, right?
Yeah.
Which I've only ever played once. Very difficult sport. I've seen you play. You're great at it. Very
Thanks.
skillful.
Thank you.
For me personally, I can't even see the shuttlecock, so for me it's very difficult to hit that thing, and I've got no composure either. But it's a hard game to play, and you do it really well. You also recently won a competition.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
he
It's
took
Rabaya.
part in a competition and
Yeah,
he got
it's
first prize.
Rabaya. Yeah, fortunately.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Would you
Appreciate
say
that.
that's the most popular sport in Bali?
I could say one of the most popular sports in Bali because we live in Asia. Okay,
Mm.
so a lot of people know that badminton is one of favorite sport to play in Asia, especially in this country, in Indonesia. So
Mm.
lots of Indonesian people they like playing badminton, and of course there are other sport they like to play like football, of course, and tennis.
Mm.
Yeah, table tennis, of course. Yeah, but one of badminton is one of the favorite sports to play in
Mm.
Bali, of course.
I noticed it as well in Thailand and Japan. It is definitely an Asian thing that they're more into badminton. Boys and girls, everyone seems into it.
Mhm.
For me, growing up in England, it was all about football or rugby or cricket. I never played badminton ever, but over here it's much larger thing.
Mm.
Is that something you continue to play regularly?
Yeah, sure. I could play 3 times a week.
Oh wow!
Yeah, after work, in the middle of the night until 2 a.m. sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could say I'm addicted to playing badminton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. It's like when you play badminton with some friends, you could scream at the same time, you smash the shuttlecock, and that's the way you release your emotions. It's like, uh, for those who don't know, it could be good therapy for you if you are in a stressful situation. But it doesn't mean that people playing badminton they are stressful,
Yeah.
of course, right? But it's just a good way to escape from your negative emotions. I mean, like to release your negative emotion. You could smash a shuttlecock and you could scream at the same time. When you win, you feel like I'm good at playing badminton. But I think that activity is really, that makes me feel like really good,
Mm.
because I could also spend some time to play sport while at the same time I have a busy schedule, to work. So I got to balance
Mm.
between my healthy lifestyle. Yeah.
Is being healthy an important part of being Balinese? Because I know yoga is a big thing here. Is like
Wow.
physical, mental health a big part?
I couldn't define that. That's gonna be. I could say, of course. Everyone wants to be healthy.
Mm.
It's like I do believe that they're really concerned of their own health,
Mm.
right? But when we talk about it is priority or not, I could say yes, of course, everyone's priority to be healthy.
Okay.
No one wants to get sick.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
So, if you don't know, then, but Indonesia in general is made up of many, many islands,
Mhm.
right? Many different islands with different religious and cultural beliefs. How would you say Bali stands out of all the others?
Well, there's one unique thing that I would like to say, okay, about Bali. And this island is a Balinese, okay. So I was born in Bali and I've been living in Bali for almost 30 years, of course. And then there's one thing I would like to say. In Bali, we have a local tradition, or as is one of our cultures, is nyepi.
Yes, which is something that I came and saw just as I arrived in Bali. It was an introduction to Bali for me personally,
Mhm.
and it's quite an interesting experience. It's basically one full day with
Yeah,
no
yeah.
lights,
No
no
lights, no
noise, no going out.
fires, no
Right.
going out, no walking, no shouting.
So it's like a voluntary blackout almost. Now blackouts can be annoying because they just come out of nowhere, but this one is something that you can prepare for.
Yeah.
I remember being told at work like Nappies is this Sunday, so make sure you stay inside all day. You have your lights off, and don't speak to anyone, which was a nice thing for me because it's like a day where I can just kind of unwind and relax.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
have some
that's a
movies
good part
downloaded
to
and
relax
sit
yourself.
indoors, eat some food, and watch some movies, read some books. So it was a very pleasant experience. What's it like for you?
As a Balinese, of course, I feel excited every single time I need to welcome this to this local tradition, because this is the opportunity for me, or especially for us as a Balinese, to reflect ourselves. It's like before welcoming the new day of the new year, because Nyepi is our new year, okay, traditionally, and then it's gonna be a good one to reflect ourselves before moving to the new year, and then this is gonna be a good one to gather together with our family. That's a good time to spend with,
Mm.
because you will gather together, and then with no lights on and with no fire, you are not allowed to shout. You could also speak, of course, but in a low volume. Okay, so this event also, if I'm not mistaken, what I understand is like it's a good this tradition is really good for the universe.
Mm.
It's like we give the universe a chance to take some rest.
Mm.
Could you imagine that every single day that this earth is really busy with everything happens for 24 hours? And I think this event could also give the opportunity to take some rest for the universe, and not only the universe, but also the humans
Mm.
living in this universe. It's gonna be good, to see and to enjoy the silence.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the key.
It's coming up in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, in
Or is it in a
2026,
month?
it happens in March. Yeah.
So do you have any plans for Nyepi this year?
I don't have any special plan, I think, but I'm gonna stay at home, of course,
Mm.
and get out with my family, and sometimes just, talk to each other. It's like family talks. It's like I'll probably, yeah. Even though we don't do a lot of activities, because limited activities could be done. You know what I mean? Certain activities you are not allowed to do, so that's a good part for you just to chill.
Mm.
And
Is
then,
there any praying involved, by the way? Or that's not
uh,
specifically Nyepi?
I think no.
Mm.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to do any activities outside your home or house.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
But
yeah.
not even in the house. You don't kind of like come together as a family and pray.
Yeah. We could pray, of course, as usual. It's
Mm.
like as our belief.
Mm.
Yeah, but not outside of the house, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. The day before Nepi is also pretty fascinating. Ogo.
Oh yeah.
Ogo.
Yes.
I don't know
Ogo
if
Ogo.
I'm
Yeah.
pronouncing it right.
OGOH. Yeah.
That's a very fascinating thing to see in Bali. I arrived in Bali just like a week before it happened, and it's basically from the perspective of a foreigner, it's like seeing a parade that goes on for hours, and people put on shows, act out things,
Mhm.
and people are dressed in traditional clothes,
Yep.
and they have very intricate structures that are made. by
Intricate
small
design.
communities.
Yeah.
Yeah, very detailed
Exactly.
statues and structures that are paraded around, and it's a very fascinating thing to see. Kind of scary as well, because the structures are all demons and goblins and such.
Yeah.
Would you describe this event for someone who's never been here?
Yeah, what you say is right because the day before we have like a festival or parade, you know,
Mm.
it's like ogo ogo, you know. So people will go out and they will gather together on the road and to see lots of ogo ogo.
Mm.
Okay, so it's quite a big statue
Mm.
with many shapes. It could be evil, it could be a ghost, it could be anything. You know, it's like it represents you know the if I'm not mistaken, it represents negative things in this universe, because you know Ogogo is it's gonna be something like we realize the existence of other things. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like in different dimension. Yeah, so they could create you know many ships with different shapes, I think. Yeah, it's like ghost monsters and everything. So they will bring Ogo to to the road,
Mm.
and they will try to pick it up together.
Mm.
And then yeah, that's the time for us to welcome the Nyepi tomorrow as our traditional New Year.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it again this year. Last year, I didn't really have much context, so I had no idea what was going on. But this time, I have a much better understanding of what's being symbolized and represented.
I think I could suggest you to go to the place where it is called like the heart of Denpasar city. Yeah.
Nearby?
Yeah, it's quite close. It's quite close from here. I think it takes probably 10 or 15 minutes,
Mm.
and where people from different. I mean, like lots of Ogogo will gather there together, and you will see a lots of people, a lots of Ogogo. But at the same time, it's really crowded.
Mm.
So yeah, I could recommend you to go there, and then that's because that place is very famous.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Definitely looking forward to it. It's a
Yeah.
very fascinating thing to just observe. So, you said before you're how old? Almost 30 now.
Oh yeah.
So you've been living your whole life in Bali.
Yes, of course.
What differences have you seen growing up? Because people say to me
Wow.
all the time, "Oh, you should go to this island, or you should go to this part of Bali." It used to be, it's what Bali used to be 20 years ago. You hear that a lot when you hear
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the lesser known places around this part of Indonesia. So I just had a question for you, which is like, have you seen anything significant or many differences growing up in Bali? Has tourism made a huge difference? Is it true that Bali 20 years ago was very different to what it is now, and now tourism has taken over and such? How do you feel about this?
Well, of course, it's totally different. You know, it's like okay, let's go back to when I was a kid. You know, it's really different compared to this situation. So when I was a kid, so Bali didn't have many hotels. You know, so Bali didn't have any villas, didn't have any restaurants. Bali had its own nature. You know, it's like very natural. So when you go to certain places, you could also enjoy, and you could also see that people in Bali they went to rice field to do their daily basis. Okay, and you would see that lots of people traditionally do their you know own stuff like morning routines. Okay, like most of men in Bali when I was a kid they just wear sarung. You know, it's
Mm.
like in certain places, and you will see something different compared to this modern era. And lots of people in this modern they are busy, and lots of hotels, you know, lots of villas. I remember that when I was a kid, that it's gonna be something. It was really something fancy for me when my dad took me to the beach and we bought you know some products of McDonald's. You know what I mean? Oh, I think I'm not allowed to say the brand, right?
Oh, no, 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 go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
We're
So,
bad.
yes, I went to that place with my dad, and my dad took me to that place, and we, you know, bought certain products, and it was really fancy stuff, you know, because I really enjoyed that moment at the time because, but it's not like this situation now. And after we bought some products and we went to the beach, to the Kuta beach,
Mm.
and it was really great because that was the first time I interact with a foreigner. I
Oh.
still remember, if I'm not mistaken, it was when I was 3 or 4 years old. Yeah, my dad introduced me to foreigners, and I didn't even know how to communicate with them well, and I didn't even know English, so just acted like silly kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like fancy because after that, when I went home and my dad asked, "How did you feel?" and then I felt like, yeah, it felt good. It's something fancy, But now, compared to this current situation, it's easy to find foreigner, in lots of places in Bali. It's easy to interact with foreigners, of course, but compared to when I was a kid, it's something memorable.
Mm.
That's why it's very different. But now Bali is a bit crowded.
Mm.
The traffic is really high,
Oh yeah.
because lots of hotels. Yeah, the good news is, of course, people know Bali, and lots of people come to Bali, and they, some of them they are on their vacation. Some of them they, look for a job. Yeah, you will see lots of people from different countries, from different backgrounds, and also from different proposals coming to Bali. Yeah,
Mm.
now,
Mm.
but compared to, let's say, 20 years ago, it's totally different.
Less hotels, less American kind of franchises, fast food places. I'm
Mhm,
guessing.
yeah.
Maybe less bars and as well. Clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
So like a lot more nature.
Yeah, a lot more nature. Okay, let's say like okay, now in Bali, we have Canggu,
Mm.
Seminyak. Okay, those places. I think those are some places in Bali that are very famous. But 20 years ago, those places, were not that famous.
Mm.
Okay, it's like it's totally different. And when you go there now in this current situation, you could you could you could be stuck in the traffic. It's like probably more than an hour to go to that place, and it's like a 24-hour city non-stop without without sleeping. It's like, wow, very very different compared to the 30 years ago.
When you were growing up, was learning English valued as a very important subject at school, or was it just kind of like a more lenient subject? I know because I've lived in Japan in the past, and the way it is over there is most people do value English as something important to learn because it helps you get into university. You have to pass an English test to get into university, but after that, it's kind of forgotten. Where like, okay, now I've used this to get into university, but now I've got other things to focus on, so it kind of loses its value. What's it like, or what was it like when you were growing up? Was like English was like one of the most valuable subjects to learn, or is it not that seen as being that important?
From what I know, when I was a kid, then I remember that was the first time when I was in elementary school. Okay, as a second grade student. So English is a subject that student had to learn. Okay, so I could say that some schools in Bali they already introduced English for a long time ago. So that means that because we know that Bali is one of the best tourism destination to visit. So I think it's a must to learn English in Bali. And until now on, there are lots of people they still interested in learning English because some of them they have a goal to work abroad, and some of them they have a goal to get scholarship and to study abroad. And yeah, I think it's still important to learn English in Bali. Yeah.
Okay. What you just said now about Bali being one of the best destinations, it's interesting because just the other day I was scrolling through my phone
Oh,
and came across an article which was from TripAdvisor. 2026, Bali's been named the best travel destination in the world.
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, yeah.
Okay.
So the trip website, hotels and such, flights and everything. So they named Bali the #1 travel destination for 2026, which is something that made me feel very happy because I live here. So I'm like, oh wow, I'm in the place that's ranked #1. So how does it make you feel as a local? Does it make you proud, or do you feel like, oh no, that means more tourists are going to come?
Well, of course, as a Balinese, I gotta be proud of this news. It's like I'm so happy because this island is rewarded as one of the best destinations to visit. And of course, this brings positive impacts, of course, for the local economy, and also lots of people they are more aware of Bali. They come to Bali, and also the local people they could also practice their English with with the foreigners, and also The good news, another good news is like, yeah, we could build is like uh, international community where people start making friends with, foreigners. It's like living in diversity.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's a good news. Yeah.
Good. Good. What advice would you have for these foreigners, by the way? Do's and don'ts, things like that.
Oh wow.
Or places they should see, food they should try. What do you recommend?
If you're foreigners and you have a plan to come to Bali, I think I would give you some advice. First, of course, you gotta research first. Something that you could do, or you are allowed to do, or something that you are not allowed to do. Because not only in Bali, I believe that every single place in this world has its own rules and restrictions. Okay, so I think when you search and you find enough information before you come to Bali or before you come to other places, so you will be, you will be good as a visitor, because you respect the local community, local rule. So I think that's the basic one I could give you as the advice before you're coming to Bali or other places in this world. And once you come to Bali, I'd really commend you and suggest you to eat babi guling.
Okay.
Yeah, this food is very famous in Bali. I think if you ask local people here, what food do you need to eat or recommended food to eat in Bali, I think they would say and will definitely say babi guling.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've never tried it myself, but
Really?
yeah, it does look interesting. Would like to at some point. What about activities or traditional things like temples they should visit, waterfalls they should see? One of the most beautiful places I think here, which most people don't know about, is Penglipuran, which I was lucky enough to see last year. I thought it was like very, very beautiful. It's like an old Balinese kind of village.
Yeah.
Very traditional clothes and such, and just very beautiful to see on a sunny day as well. Tirta Ganga, that's another one that I really liked. I think some of the hidden gems of Bali are not the beaches or the touristy places, but just the very traditional stuff.
Yeah. I could recommend you to okay. Not only do you need to to taste the local food or to try the local food, but I also suggest you to go to some places like you said before, Penglipuran in Bangli, and so Tirtaganga in Karangasem, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
So yeah, and in Bali you gotta explore more. I think it's not enough if you come to Bali just for a week, because you gotta explore more in Bali because
It's huge.
yeah, huge. It's like in Gianyar they have different a different culture, so you could explore more culture there in Karangasem. So I think if you are the type of person who likes traveling and who likes exploring about tradition and culture, Bali is the best place to visit.
Mm.
Yeah, because Bali has a lot of cultures and probably that you couldn't even find anywhere in the world.
It's
Yeah.
so much larger than other islands that I've been to, like Okinawa in Japan or
Oh.
Phuket in Thailand.
Cool.
Compared to those, Bali feels like a small country. It's not just like
Yeah.
it's massive. And there's
Sometimes-
so much more I've still got to see.
Yeah, sometimes some people say that Indonesia and Bali is different. Yeah. But the fact is Indonesia is our country and Bali is one of the islands in Indonesia. But some people say Bali, Indonesia is different. So yeah, it's common to happen. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any countries that you'd want to visit yourself one day?
One day I would like to visit New Zealand. Yeah.
Good
New-
choice. Never been, but looks beautiful. Landscapes.
Landscape.
Nice people
Agree.
I've heard as well.
Agree.
The landscapes are very different from here, I think, as well. So that will give you
It's
a good
it's totally
idea.
different. From what I read from some articles, this country is very peaceful.
Mm.
If you want to enjoy yourself and try to escape from hectic situation from the city you live in, I think this place is the best one. And so the landscape, I really agree with you because I read some articles and I looked at some pictures. Wow, it's very beautiful. I can't even imagine if I think I would be happier.
You've inspired me now, actually. I'm thinking, why haven't I visited there yet? So maybe later this year,
Yeah.
probably.
If you go there someday, you gotta share with me, okay? And then it's like
It
you gotta
is nearby.
yeah, the situation and everything. I mean, the local people there as well. But I think most of them coming to New Zealand because they want to enjoy the nature. I think
Yeah.
it's like a European countries. Yeah,
I think it exploded in tourism after Lord of the Rings because most of that
really?
movie was shot over there.
I just knew it.
So a lot of people heard about New Zealand after the movie.
I-
Well,
I
didn't
just
hear
knew
about
it.
it, but they became fascinated to see New
Ah,
Zealand
I see.
after the movie came out.
This country is really close from Indonesia after Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it doesn't take a long time to go there. I think.
It's pretty close by.
Yeah.
I think I know where I'm going to see next. So yeah,
New Zealand?
The inspiration. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
quite tempted to see it as well. Yeah, it's a country I've never really considered before because they speak English.
They
So
speak English, of course.
For me, it doesn't really feel much like I'm traveling if I just go to other countries where they speak English, if that makes sense. So I've never seen America or Canada, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, or anything like that.
I see.
When I travel, I like to experience different.
So does it mean that you feel like a home?
It feels like I'm not seeing anything new. Like I
Yeah, because they
to-
speak English.
Yeah. So
okay.
I grew up in England, where obviously everyone speaks English. So it's like, am I going to see anything new if I visit Australia or New Zealand or anything like that?
Okay.
But I am in love with landscapes, obviously. So like, it's something. Yeah, yeah. For the landscapes, I would.
Yeah, I know you because you like traveling to other countries and you like to enjoy their
Learn something
nature. Yeah, something new at the same time.
People
yeah.
have different perspectives, everything than me. That's
Yeah, that's
when you get
cool.
the most out of traveling. If you go to a country where you're completely unfamiliar with everything and you're exploring a new way of life, I think that's when you get the most
Interesting.
out of it. But New Zealand, yes, I think. When will I get a chance like this when I'm so close to it? So I should take advantage. Yeah, I should
okay.
go. Yeah. Would you say
Cool.
that's the only country you're interested in seeing, or what about anything northern, like Korea or Japan? Something like that? If you're into singing, then Korea,
Japan,
so-
of course. Japan, of course. Japan is very authentic, and I like their culture. Very polite.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Very polite.
It's the most pristine country I've been to. Just like extremely clean. You
and
can't
and the
see
thing that I
any
really
rubbish on the
like,
floor.
the thing I really like from Japan is like they really pay attention to any details, even small things, you know. And yeah, that's why it's like wow, they're very disciplined, especially about the time. Yeah, so
Okay.
very punctual,
Yeah.
I could say.
Japanese time.
Yeah, Japanese and also the landscape.
Mm.
You know, it's really amazing.
A lot of variety with Fuji and Okinawa and then Tokyo. Spotless completely as well.
I couldn't agree more. I think you already have someone to talk about Japan.
Oh yeah,
For the
yeah,
next
yeah.
episode.
I've got that
Yeah.
planned. We'll learn about Japan
Yeah.
another day.
Cool, yeah.
But anything else you'd like to add before?
Not really. I think you know I'm such a feeling grateful. You know, it's like I'm still living my life. You know, we're getting older. You know, it's like I'm still enjoying my life, and I'm still feeling grateful for what I've done. You know, recently, and then yeah, I just want to say that just I know it's like just be kind to all people. Yeah,
Okay, that's
Yes.
a good message.
yeah, just be kind to all
Good
people,
done.
and yeah.
I'm glad you came on because it's fascinating to get the perspective of a Balinese local. Because all you ever hear about in like YouTube and things are like, you know, what's it like for foreigners living there and digital
Yeah.
nomads and stuff. But I'm happy that you came on and
Yeah.
gave us the point of view of someone who spent their whole life here. And that's thank you for that. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, like, hopefully, I could share useful information.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For all of you
Been great.
listening to this podcast, I think. So yeah,
Okay. Thank you very much again, and thank you for listening. So,
thank you very much for having me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really
Thank
nice. Thank you.
everyone. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.